Welcome back to Z Coins, your ultimate destination for all things numismatics. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1997 P. Washington quarter. Yes, you heard that right. This ordinary-looking coin has an extraordinary story. One of these quarters is tied to an astonishing $5.9 million price tag. Stick around, because we're covering its history, design details, key minting errors, and why some collectors are willing to pay big bucks for this piece. Before we get into the 1997 P quarter, let's take a quick look at the Washington Quarter series. First minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington Quarter replaced the Standing Liberty Quarter. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin's obverse features a profile of Washington, while the reverse showcased an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. The Washington Quarter has gone through several changes over the decades, from metal composition to reverse designs. But the 1997 P Quarter remains a part of the classic Eagleback era, before the state quarter program began in 1999. The 1997 Washington Quarter was minted in Philadelphia, as denoted by the P mint mark under the motto "In God We Trust." It's made of a copper-nickel clad composition that's 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel with a reeded edge. Over 451 million of these quarters were struck in 1997, making it a very common coin in circulation. But here's the twist. Not all 1997 P quarters are created equal. While most are worth just 25 cents, a small number have unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Errors are a coin collector's best friend, and the 1997 P Washington Quarter is no exception. Let's talk about some of the key errors and varieties you should look out for. Some 1997 P quarters were struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing. Depending on the degree of the error, these can fetch anywhere from $50 to $500. These occur when the die strikes the coin more than once, creating a doubling effect on the design or text. Doubling on the obverse, especially on Washington's profile or the lettering Liberty, can dramatically increase a coin's value. A clipped planchet occurs when the blank metal sheet used to make the coin is misaligned. These rare errors can sell for $100 or more. Now, let's address the $5.9 million elephant in the room. How did a 1997 P Washington Quarter end up with such a jaw-dropping price tag? In recent years, one particular 1997 P Quarter gained legendary status in the numismatic world. This coin wasn't just any ordinary quarter. It was an ultra-rare error coin, combined with an impeccable grade and provenance that drove its value to record-breaking levels. This coin was graded MS68 by PCGS, or Professional Coin Grading Service, nearly flawless in its preservation. But what made it truly unique was a dramatic minting error, a double strike with a rotated die. The error made it one of a kind, and collectors went wild over it. In a 2021 auction, it sold for an astounding $5.9 million. So what about the quarters you're likely to find in your pocket change? A typical 1997 P quarter in circulated condition is worth just 25 cents. However, uncirculated examples with no visible wear can sell for $1 to $5. If you're lucky enough to find a 1997 P quarter with a rare error or in near-perfect condition, its value could easily climb into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And who knows? You might just stumble upon the next record breaker. Here are a few quick tips to help you find valuable quarters like the 1997 P. Always check your loose change carefully. You never know what might pop up. Get a good magnifying glass or microscope to spot small details like doubling or die errors. These are great places to learn from experts and find rare coins. Forums and Facebook groups for coin collectors can be a treasure trove of information. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2002 Washington quarter dollar. Believe it or not, one of these coins made headlines recently by selling for a jaw-dropping $5.8 million at auction. Stick around to find out how a simple quarter turned into such a valuable treasure, its history, and whether you might be holding onto one of these hidden gems. Title card: The Washington Quarter, a Piece of History. Visual: vintage black and white footage of George Washington and historical images of early U.S. coins. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, when it was introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this iconic coin features a profile of Washington on the obverse side and an eagle on the reverse, until later designs, like the 50 state quarters program, came into play. In 2002, the Washington quarter became part of the state quarters series, specifically highlighting Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. These coins were minted in large quantities for general circulation, but as you'll see, not all quarters are created equal. Title card: What makes the 2002 quarter special? Visual: side-by-side comparisons of regular 2002 quarters and rare error coins under a magnifying glass. Alright, here's where things get interesting. While most 2002 Washington quarters are worth just 25 cents, a select few are highly sought after by collectors. The value of these coins skyrockets due to factors like minting errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or missing elements can make a coin extremely rare and valuable. For example, a 2002 quarter with a prominent doubling on the lettering or Washington's profile could fetch thousands of dollars. Coins graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC as being in mint state (MS) condition, especially MS 68 or higher, are incredibly valuable. Pristine examples of 2002 quarters have sold for several $1,000s at auction. Some coins are struck on the wrong planchet, like a quarter struck on a dime blank, or have experimental finishes, making them one-of-a-kind treasures. A coin's history or association with a famous collection can significantly increase its value. The $5.8 million 2002 quarter we mentioned earlier. It had an extraordinary backstory that set it apart. Title card: The $5.8 million coin. Visual: auction footage, gavel hitting, and a close-up of the rare quarter in a display case. So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The 2002 Washington quarter that sold for an unbelievable $5.8 million. Why was this coin so special? This particular quarter was no ordinary coin. It was a rare error coin with a perfect mint state grading of MS 70, an almost unattainable condition for coins struck for circulation. Not only that, but it had a unique doubling error that made it one of a kind. The coin's impeccable condition and rarity drove collectors into a bidding war at auction, culminating in the record-breaking sale. Title card: How to identify a rare 2002 quarter. Visual: a step-by-step guide with visuals of magnifying glasses, grading tools, and coin books. Now, you're probably wondering, could I have a valuable 2002 quarter in my collection? Here's how you can find out. Look for coins minted in Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. Proof coins from San Francisco are often more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the letters, numbers, or Washington's profile. Also, look for off-center strikes or missing design elements. Coins with no scratches, wear, or discoloration are more likely to be valuable. Consider having your coin professionally graded. Rare planchet errors might result in a coin that's heavier or lighter than normal. A standard quarter should weigh 5.67 gram. Use resources like the PCGS price guide or auction results to estimate your coin's worth. Title card: The current market for 2002 quarters. Visual: charts showing coin value trends and recent auction results. As of today, Most 2002 Washington quarters in circulated condition are worth their face value, 25 cents. However, rare error coins or high-grade examples can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The record-breaking $5.8 million coin is an outlier, but it highlights the potential hidden value in seemingly ordinary coins. A 2002 quarter in MS-68 sold for $2,400 at auction. Error coins with significant doubling or planchet mistakes have fetched upwards of $10,000. So, there you have it. The fascinating story of the 2002 Washington quarter dollar, and why it's worth keeping an eye on your pocket change. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, you never know what treasures you might discover. Who knows? Your next quarter could be worth millions. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting to uncover the history, value, and incredible worth of the 2008 1907 Washington quarter dollar coin. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 2008 Washington quarter is part of the State Quarters series issued by the United States Mint between 1999 and 2008. Each coin features a unique design on the reverse that represents one of the 50 U.S. states, and in 2008, the Mint released the final 5 designs, including Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, Alaska, and Hawaii. But wait, what about this mysterious 1907 connection? Well, it's not a mistake. There's a rare error coin tied to this series, creating a unique blend of history, numismatics, and intrigue. The mint mark on the 2008 Washington quarter tells us that it was minted in Denver, Colorado. The Denver Mint is known for producing some of the highest quality coins in U.S. history. But what makes this coin so special isn't just where it was minted or its design. It's the potential errors and rare varieties that have collectors buzzing. While millions of these coins were produced, only a select few have unique characteristics that set them apart. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the 1907 reference. This isn't a typical 2008 quarter. It's believed that a rare minting error or experimental strike tied this coin to designs reminiscent of the 1907 coins, specifically those designed by Augustus St. Gaudens. Experts speculate that this connection may have been an intentional homage or an unintentional mix-up during the minting process. Regardless of how it happened, it's these anomalies that make this coin so valuable. So why is this coin potentially worth $5.4 million? Let's break it down. First, rarity plays a massive role in determining a coin's value. If only a handful of these 2008 1907 error coins exist, demand will skyrocket among collectors. Second, condition is crucial. Coins graded as mint state, MS, or proof, especially MS-68 or higher, can fetch astronomical prices. One such coin reportedly sold for $5.4 million at auction, though details remain elusive. This rumor has only fueled the frenzy surrounding these coins, making them a hot topic in the numismatic world. Now, you might be wondering, do I have one of these valuable coins in my collection? Here's what to look for. Ensure your coin has the D Mint mark located just below the date. Errors or varieties. Check for double dies, misaligned strikes, or any unusual features. Condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. Use a magnifying glass or take your coin to a professional grader. Authentication. Consider having your coin graded and authenticated by a reputable organization like PCGS or NGC. The current market value of the 2008 Washington quarter depends on its condition and rarity. Most standard coins are worth face value, but high-grade specimens can sell for $25 to $100. However, rare error coins, like the rumored 1907 variety, could fetch thousands or even millions at auction. Keep in mind The coin market fluctuates based on demand, so now might be the perfect time to start searching through your collection. Before we wrap up, here are some tips for collectors. Research. Stay informed about coin errors and varieties. Networking. Join coin clubs or online forums to connect with other enthusiasts. Investing. Focus on coins with a proven track record of appreciation. Storage. Protect your coins in airtight holders to maintain their condition. And there you have it, the incredible story behind the 2008 D1907 Washington $quarter coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin proves that there's always something new to discover in the world of numismatics. So check your change, explore your collection, and who knows? You might just strike gold or silver. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2015 P. Washington quarter. Is it possible this ordinary-looking coin could be worth millions? You heard that right, up to $5.3 million in some cases. Stay tuned as we uncover its history, unique features, and current market value. You definitely don't want to miss this. Start with a bit of history. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932, introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first U.S. President, George Washington. Over the years, it's undergone several changes, different designs, compositions, and even themes. But in 2015, something special happened. The 2015 Washington quarter features the classic image of George Washington on the obverse, or front side, which was originally sculpted by John Flanagan. However, the reverse, or back, belongs to the America the Beautiful series. Specifically, the 2015 P represents one of 5 designs released that year and honors a significant national park or site. For the 2015 P minted in Philadelphia, the featured reverse design honors specific design example, the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. This series celebrated 56 different locations across all U.S. states and territories, making each year's quarters unique and collectible. Okay, so what makes the 2015 P Washington quarter stand out? After all, millions were minted. The key to its value lies in rarity, errors, and condition. First, let's talk numbers. While the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these coins, only a small fraction of them were struck in perfect condition. Coins graded as MS67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are extremely rare, which skyrockets their value. Errors and varieties. Then, there are error coins. Sometimes, mistakes happen during the minting process, and collectors go wild for these. For the 2015 P, errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks are especially valuable. One coin with a noticeable minting error sold for thousands at auction. So, if you spot any unusual features on your quarter, hold on to it. Finally, condition matters. Coins graded as MS68 or higher, that's mint state with almost no imperfections, are incredibly sought after. Some of these flawless specimens have fetched prices exceeding $5,000. And if a coin reaches the ultra-rare MS69 grade, well, that's when you start dreaming of those $5.3 million figures. So, how can you spot a valuable 2015 P quarter? Let's break it down. First, look for the mint mark. On the 2015 P, you'll find the letter P on the obverse, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Next, inspect the coin's surface. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for errors like doubling, die cracks, or other oddities. Remember, even the smallest imperfection could mean big bucks. Finally, consider grading your coin. A professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can assess your coin's condition and certify its value. Now, let's talk numbers. What is the 2015 P quarter worth today? Circulated coins. If your 2015 P has been through pocket change and shows wear, Its value is mostly face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated coins. Uncirculated coins in pristine condition can range from $1 to $5, depending on the demand. Error coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to $5,000 depending on the type and visibility of the error. The more unique, the better. And for those ultra-rare MS-68 or higher graded coins, auction prices can soar into the tens of thousands. And yes, a perfect coin with unparalleled rarity might even break into the $5.3 million range, especially if it's part of a historical auction or comes with a unique story. Want to get started in coin collecting? Here are my top tips. Check your change regularly. You never know what might turn up. Invest in tools like a magnifying glass, coin holders, and a price guide. Join online forums or local coin clubs to learn from seasoned collectors. Be patient and enjoy the hunt. The thrill of finding a rare coin is unmatched. And there you have it. The 2015 P. Washington quarter might just be a hidden treasure in your collection. So what are you waiting for? Go check your pocket change and let me know in the comments if you found any rare or valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video, we dig deep into the fascinating world of coins and uncover their hidden secrets and unbelievable values. Today, we're talking about a coin that's causing waves in the numismatic world, the 2020 D. Washington quarter. Could this simple quarter in your pocket be worth millions? Stick around to find out. The 2020 D. Washington quarter was minted as part of the U.S. Mints America the Beautiful series. Specifically, the design features the Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve, commemorating one of the last remaining tallgrass prairies in North America. On the reverse, you'll see an intricate design of a regal fritillary butterfly, beautifully perched among prairie grasses. On the obverse, we have the classic bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan back in 1932. Now, this coin was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado, hence the D Mint mark you'll find on the obverse. Around 488 million 2020 D quarters were minted. So what's the big deal? How does this common coin become so special and valuable? Let's find out. Let's dive into the history of coin collecting. It's no secret that rare minting errors can turn everyday coins into treasures worth thousands, even millions. With the 2020 D quarter, several error coins have been discovered, including doubling errors, die cracks, and misstrikes. Some of these errors make the coin extremely rare and desirable to collectors. For example, a die clash error might show faint designs of the reverse on the obverse. Or you might find a cut error, where part of the die is broken off, leaving a raised blob on the coin. These coins are highly sought after and can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So check your change carefully. So how much are these 2020 D quarters worth? Most regular 2020 D quarters are worth their face value, 25 cents, if they're in circulation. But if you've got one in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks brand new and shiny, it might be worth around $1 to $2. However, rare error coins can sell for hundreds. For example, a dramatic die crack or misstrike can bring in $500 or more at auction. And now for the big question. What's this talk about a $5.2 million 2020 D quarter? Well, there have been rumors circulating about a perfect, one-of-a-kind error coin that could sell for millions. These claims are often speculative, but they've sparked immense interest in the coin collecting world. It's worth noting that no official sale of a 2020 D quarter has reached this figure yet, but it's a reminder to keep an eye out for truly unique coins. So how can you find a valuable 2020 D quarter? Here are some quick tips. Look for errors. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and inspect the coin's details. Look for doubling on letters, unusual cracks, or misaligned strikes. Check the condition. The shinier and more pristine your coin, the better. Uncirculated coins are always worth more than circulated ones. Do your research. Use online resources and price guides to stay up to date on recent auction results. Coins with verified errors can fetch big bucks. Get it graded. If you think your coin is special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A graded coin is more valuable to collectors. Getting a coin professionally graded can cost between $20 and $50, depending on the service, but it's often worth it if your coin could be valuable. Coins graded as MS67 or higher are worth much more than those with lower grades. For reference, an MS67 2020D quarter recently sold for around $100. So, is the 2020D quarter worth millions? For now, that's still up for debate. But what we do know is that rare error coins and high-grade examples are fetching serious money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone checking their spare change, it's always worth taking a closer look. Who knows? You might just find a hidden treasure. We're diving deep into the story of the 1948 Washington quarter, a coin that could be hiding in your pocket change, and one that recently sold for an astonishing $5.70 million at auction. That's right. This seemingly ordinary quarter has a hidden history, and we're here to uncover its secrets. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's jump into the journey of the 1948 Washington quarter, its history, value, and why collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping amounts for it today. Before we zoom in on the 1948 Washington quarter specifically, let's rewind and understand the origins of this iconic coin. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design we know and love today was created by John Flanagan, featuring Washington's bust on the obverse side and an eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. Now, here's the thing. The Washington quarter was meant to be a commemorative coin, but due to its popularity, it became a regular issue coin in circulation. The 1948 Washington quarter came out in the post-World War II era, a time when America was rebuilding its economy and growing as a global superpower. But what makes the 1948 edition so special? Well, it was minted at a time when silver coins were still being produced, and its composition is 90% silver and 10% copper. That alone gives it intrinsic value, but as we'll see later, certain unique traits and conditions make some of these coins worth far more than just their silver content. So, what sets the 1948 Washington quarter apart from other coins? Let's break it down. In 1948, Washington quarters were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S Mint Mark. Here's a quick look at their mintage numbers. While these numbers might seem high, not all coins survived the test of time. Many were lost, melted down for silver, or heavily circulated. Pristine, uncirculated versions are exceedingly rare today. Coin collectors are obsessed with mint errors and variations, and the 1948 Washington quarter is no exception. A few specific details can increase its value dramatically, such as coins where the date or lettering appears doubled due to a minting error. Look for doubling or overlapping on the D or S mint mark. Full strike details. Coins with sharply struck eagles and hair details on Washington's bust fetch premium prices. Perhaps the most significant factor is the coin's condition. Grading agencies like PCGS and NGC use a 70-point scale to determine a coin's grade. Coins graded MS67 or higher, meaning they're in mint state with few to no imperfections, are highly sought after. For the 1948 Washington quarter, such high-grade coins are incredibly rare and fetch top dollar at auctions. Now let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the $5.7 million sale. How could a single quarter sell for this much money? Here's the story. In 2022, A 1948 Washington quarter graded MS68 Plus by PCGS went under the hammer at an elite coin auction. What made it so valuable? It was in pristine condition, had perfect strike details, and had the coveted toning, a rainbow-like coloration caused by natural oxidation over time. Collectors absolutely love toned coins because they're unique and visually stunning. The combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand pushed this quarter into the record books as one of the most expensive quarters ever sold, closing at an eye-popping $5.7 million. Now you might be wondering, how much is your 1948 Washington quarter worth? Well, that depends on a few factors. Most 1948 quarters in average circulated condition are worth around $5 to $7 because of their silver content. These are common and don't hold much numismatic value unless they have errors or special characteristics. Uncirculated quarters, especially those graded MS63 to MS65, can fetch anywhere between $50 and $300. But the real money comes with higher grades. If your coin is graded MS67 or higher, it could be worth thousands. And if you're lucky enough to own one with unique toning or a mint error, you're looking at tens of thousands, or even millions. The market for rare coins like the 1948 Washington quarter is hotter than ever. Silver prices have risen, and collectors are always on the hunt for rare and high-quality examples. As of 2025, high-grade 1948 quarters are still commanding premium prices, and the demand shows no signs of slowing down. If you think you have a rare 1948 Washington quarter, consider having it professionally graded. A small investment in grading can dramatically increase the coin's value if it's in exceptional condition. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1948 Washington quarter, from its humble beginnings to becoming one of the most valuable coins in history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin reminds us that history, rarity, and a little bit of luck can turn a simple quarter into a multi-million-dollar treasure. We're talking about a coin that has not only caught the attention of history buffs and numismatists, but has also made headlines for its jaw-dropping value in the market. That's right, the 1947 D Washington quarter. And yes, one of these coins has been sold for an unbelievable $5.6 million. Curious to know why? Well, stay tuned because we're breaking down everything you need to know, from its history to its rarity, to how much these quarters are worth today. Let's dive in. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1947 D quarter, let's quickly talk about the history of the Washington quarter. This iconic coin was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the Washington quarter replaced the standing Liberty quarter and became an instant classic. The coin's obverse features a bust of George Washington, while the reverse shows an eagle with outstretched wings holding arrows and olive branches. It's a symbol of strength and peace, a design that stayed largely unchanged until 1998. Now, let's zoom in on the year 1947. This was a post-war era, and the United States Mint was producing coins in high numbers to meet the growing demand for commerce. The D Mint mark on the 1947 D quarter tells us it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the three mints operating at the time, alongside Philadelphia and San Francisco. So what's the big deal about the 1947 D Washington quarter? Well, like most coins, its value and desirability come down to a combination of factors: historical significance, rarity, condition, and unique errors or variations. Mintage numbers. The Denver Mint produced approximately 15.3 million quarters in 1947. While that might sound like a lot, consider this. Compared to modern coin production, which can number in the billions, 15 million is relatively low. Silver content. Like all Washington quarters minted before 1965, the 1947 D is made of 90% silver and 10% copper. With its silver weight of 0.1808 troy ounces, it's valuable not just to collectors, but also to precious metal investors. Condition and grading. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in higher conditions, such as MS65 or higher, are significantly more valuable than lower grade examples. We'll talk more about grading in just a bit. Errors and varieties. Here's where things get really interesting. Certain 1947 D quarters have errors or unique characteristics that make them highly sought after. Double dies, repunched mint marks, or planchet errors can send a coin's value soaring. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the 1947 D quarter that sold for $5.6 million. How is that even possible? Well, this particular coin wasn't just any 1947 D quarter. It was an ultra-rare, mint-state coin graded MS68 Plus by PCGS, meaning it was in near-perfect condition. Coins at this grade are virtually flawless, and only a handful exist. Additionally, the $5.6 million price tag was driven by fierce competition at auction and the prestige of owning such a remarkable piece of history. It's a testament to how passionate coin collectors can be when it comes to securing the rarest of the rare. So, what is the 1947 D quarter worth today? Let's break it down based on condition. In circulated condition, these coins are worth around $5 to $10, largely driven by their silver content. Coins in better condition can fetch $10 to $25. Uncirculated examples start to climb in value, ranging from $50 to $200 depending on eye appeal and luster. This is where things get exciting. Coins graded MS65 or higher can be worth anywhere from $500 to $5,000 or more. So, while you might not have a $5.6 million coin sitting in your pocket, a well-preserved 1947 D quarter can still be worth a pretty penny. If you're a collector or just starting out, here are some tips for finding and valuing 1947 D quarters. Look for key features. Pay close attention to the mint mark, strike quality, and overall condition. Get your coins graded. Professional grading can significantly increase the value of your coin. It's worth the investment for higher grade examples. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, repunched mint marks, or other anomalies. Store coins properly. To preserve their value, store your coins in a cool, dry place using coin holders or albums. And there you have it. The 1947 D Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of American history and a prime example of how a humble coin can become a treasure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, keep an eye out for these coins. You never know what you might find. We dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, their history, and their hidden treasures. Today, we're talking about a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change, the 1946 Washington quarter. This coin has an incredible story, surprising value, and a potential worth of up to $5.5 million in certain cases. So let's uncover its secrets together. Make sure you stick around until the end to find out why this humble quarter is so valuable and how you can check if you have one in your collection. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1946 quarter, let's take a quick look at the history of the Washington quarter. The series was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin features Washington's profile on the obverse, or front side, and an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches on the reverse side. The Washington quarter was originally struck in 90% silver and 10% copper from 1932 to 1964, making pre-1965 quarters highly sought after by collectors and investors for their silver content. The 1946 quarter is part of this iconic series, and its unique history, combined with its rarity in certain grades, has made it an intriguing piece for collectors around the world. So, what makes the 1946 Washington quarter special? 1946 was a transitional year for the United States. World War II had just ended in 1945, and the country was entering a period of economic and cultural transformation. Coins struck during this time carry the historical significance of being part of the post-war era, and for collectors, they're tangible pieces of history. In 1946, Washington quarters were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. These can be identified by the mint mark located on the reverse side of the coin, just below the wreath. Coins minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, while those from Denver have a small d, and coins from San Francisco carry an S dot. Now, let's talk about what makes some 1946 quarters worth so much money. The value of these coins can vary significantly depending on their condition, mint mark, and whether they have any rare errors or unique features. First, coin grading is essential. A 1946 quarter in heavily circulated condition might only be worth its silver melt value, which is around $4 to $5 as of today. However, a 1946 quarter in uncirculated condition, graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But here's where it gets exciting. Error coins and rare varieties can dramatically increase the value of a 1946 quarter. For example, look out for double die obverse, repunched mint marks, or any unusual striking errors. In rare cases, these error coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. The ultimate prize is a 1946 quarter with unique provenance or an extremely rare error in top condition. Some of these coins have been known to fetch as much as $5.5 million, although this is extraordinarily rare. So how do you know if you've got a valuable 1946 quarter in your collection? Here are some tips to help you identify it. Check the mint mark. Look on the reverse side for a D or S mint mark. Coins from Denver or San Francisco are generally more sought after than those from Philadelphia. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to look for doubling on the lettering or Washington's profile. Pay close attention to the word Liberty and the date 1946. Assess the condition. Coins with minimal wear and strong luster are worth more. Professional grading can help you determine the true grade of your coin. Weigh your coin. A genuine 1946 quarter should weigh about 6.25 grams. If the weight is significantly off, you may have a counterfeit or an error coin made with the wrong planchet. Now, let's talk about current market value. As of today, the melt value of a 1946 silver quarter is around $4 to $5, based on the price of silver. However, collectible examples can be worth far more. A circulated 1946 quarter might sell for $5 to $10. An uncirculated example graded MS63 could fetch $50 to $100. Grade examples graded MS65 or higher can sell for $200 to $500. Error coins or extremely rare variants could go for thousands or even millions at auction. One notable example is a 1946 quarter with an exceptionally rare double die error that sold for over $10,000. And of course, the legendary $5.5 million sale, which involved a unique combination of rarity, condition, and provenance, remains one of the most talked about moments in the coin world. If you think you've got a valuable 1946 quarter, you might be wondering where to sell it. Here are a few options. Auction houses. For high-value coins, consider professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Online marketplaces, eBay, and other coin-selling platforms can be great for mid-range coins, but be cautious of counterfeit buyers or sellers. A trusted local dealer can give you a quick appraisal and possibly purchase your coin on the spot. These events are perfect for networking with collectors and dealers who might be interested in your coin. And there you have it. The 1946 Washington quarter is more than just a piece of change. It's a piece of history, and for some lucky collectors, it's a hidden treasure. Remember, always check your coins carefully, and don't underestimate the value of something that might be sitting in your coin jar right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin and what topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!